Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Welcome back to Doyle Field. Good crowd on hand here tonight. Home opener for the Brewer Witches. Trailing right now 6-0 to Nokomis. And we appreciate your patience. We have our scoreboard back in order. The crew down in the trailer. Max Pottle, Jay Baines getting things back in order. Fan Cam presented by UMaine Athletics. To get your Black Bear tickets, go to goldblackbearstickets.com/tickets. And you can also call 581-BEAR. Good crowd here tonight. Great night for football. And welcome into the Furniture Gallery halftime show. Brought to you by the Furniture Gallery with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and Windham. And let's get the halftime show underway here with some first half highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience. Good defense pretty much throughout that first half. One big play, Ernie, which I'm sure we'll get to.
A little controversial play here is the interception by Kobe Almeida of Nokomis is wiped out by an inadvertent whistle after he never went to the ground and took off heading to the end zone here.
It was dual possession there for a while.
Yeah,
but
sort of.
Came away with it.
Sort of, but and what made it worse, of course, was there was a punt that followed instead, and it pinned Nokomis back to its 21-yard line. But after a 4-yard run on first down, Seth Bowden went to the house on second down, 75 yards down the left sideline to give the Warriors the lead with the only touchdown of the first half, that coming with 5:33 left in the second quarter. This is the pass late in the half, and a good hit there by Jackson Bragg Willette on Stephon Ross of Nokomis. Short gain there as Nokomis was trying to get downfield before intermission, get a chance at a second score, but that didn't happen.
All right, Ernie, we got about 90 seconds here for some first half numbers.
All right, defense is dominated here. Nokomis 172 total yards, 158 yards on 22 rushing attempts, and 14 yards on 1 of 4 passing. Leading the way was Seth Bowden with 9 carries, 115 yards. Stephon Ross, 10 carries, 27 yards. to lead the way. For the Brewer Witches, just 40 yards of total offense, 12 rushes for 26 yards, 2 of 4 passing for 14 yards. Jackson, Bragg, Willette, 9 carries for 15 yards, and that is about it in terms of offense for Brewer. No turnovers in the game, and very few penalties, actually. 1 on Brewer and 2 on Nokomis, and the Nokomis Warriors lead 6-0.
All right, thank you, Ernie, for that first half recap brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill. And we'll take a quick look at our upcoming broadcast schedule here on Ticket TV. A lot of soccer coming your way. Tomorrow, 3 games. 1 in Bangor at Cameron Stadium, a big one between Camden Hills and the Bangor girls. That one will kick off at 2:30. Pregame show right around 2:15. And then a doubleheader from Victory Field at Old Town. Ellsworth in town take on the Coyotes. And then on Tuesday from Cameron Stadium, 6 o'clock kickoff, Brunswick and Bangor girls going at it on the pitch. High school sports here on Ticket TV, brought to you in part by Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning. For over 30 years, Bangor's best dry cleaners. Ask about their military and senior citizen discounts. Open 7 to 7, 7 days a week at 1001 Union Street in Bangor. And that will do it for the Furniture Gallery halftime show. Step aside here for a few moments. Back with second half action. 6-0 Nokomis at the end of the first half. Second half action coming your way. This is high school football on Ticket TV.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Now open. Darling's Ford Commercial Vehicle Center, 80 Haskell Road in Bangor. Servicing almost all makes and models of medium and heavy-duty trucks and RVs, from half-tons to vehicles weighing up to 75,000 pounds. Our factory-trained technicians and dedicated service bays are here to keep your wheels on the road. Schedule service now at darlingsford.com. Call 992-1691 or stop in today. You'll do better at Darlings.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Black Bear Nation, it's football season. Join us for all the excitement of game day in Orem. For tickets to all Black Bear games, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-2327. Go Blue!
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Back here at Doyle Field under the lights on this Friday night. Low-scoring first half. 75-yard touchdown run for Seth Bowden, the only score in this one. As both defenses playing very strong here outside of that one long run for Bowden. Coverage of high school sports on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Danforth Down Home Supermarkets, family-owned and operated since 2007. Now with two great locations, Route 2 in Herman and Somerset Avenue in Pittsfield. Just had the 50-50 winner, Ernie, come up and get her cash. We wondered. They had to read off the winning number a few times, but now we know why. She had to come from the other side of the field.
She had a good number of tickets there, so she made it worth her while. Probably couldn't believe she had won the raffle.
Got some scores coming in. Bangor 28, Lawrence nothing at the half.
Oxford Hills 35, Edward Little nothing at the half.
Look at the Brewers sideline there as they're itching.
Coney 26, Mount Blue nothing at the half. These games have one thing in common.
A little lopsided.
No score there. Oh, 12-6 at the half.
That's Wells and Gardner.
Wells and Gardner. Good ball game there down at Hoke Field and Gardner.
Ponies leading Old Town 14-0 at the break.
At Oaks Field. That's Herman looking to stay undefeated, 22, and Oceanside 8 at the half. That's Class C action. Madomic Valley 26, Hamden Academy nothing. Madomic Valley looking to bounce back from a narrow loss to Freeport last week. Madison 14, MCI 6 at the half.
Who'd you have in that one?
I think I might have had MCI, but it's only halftime. John Babs 34, Madanawcook nothing at the half. The Crusaders are rolling in Class D. And let's see here. I don't see a score there. Belfast and Maranacook.
Brewer to receive the second half kickoff.
It's time for the second half.
MDI 22, Waterville 6, 8-man football. Halftime score.
Number 1, Seth Bowden.
Old Orchard 18, Stearns 20, Old Orchard 18.
Look at that.
Now, Orono was ahead of Old Orchard 18-16 in the second quarter.
Yep.
Week 1. And
Stearns playing at home.
Yep, Stearns playing at home. They're coming off a win over Orono last week on Ticket TV.
All right, end-over-end kick to start things here in the second half. It's going to come to a stop at the Brewers 16. And nice break of a tackle there by the Witches up to the 25.
Her return by number 13, Grady Cameron.
Grady Cameron with the return there for Brewer.
Now it's a good job there. He had to wait for the ball to basically set on the ground, picked it up, and eluded that first tackler. They were able to pick up 11 yards on the return.
All right, halftime numbers offensively for the Witches, Ernie. Let's start there.
Oh, I gave them already, but that's
okay.
But
I want a fresh start.
Well, it's 40 total yards, 26 on the ground, 14 through the air.
Okay. Eli Wall, the quarterback. I just want to.
Okay.
I know what it looked like in the first half. I wasn't listening to every number you gave us in the first half recap.
But I just want to see if there's any adjustments.
Let's see. Just want to gauge things here in this second half. 2-yard pickup on first down.
Jack Sprague-Willette on the carry, brought down by number 4, Noah.
Yeah, Brewer averaged 2.2 yards per rush in the first half compared to 7.1 for Nokomis.
But 1.5 on that first down play. Next up for the Witches, they'll be taking on the Gardner Tigers right here at Doyle Field. We'll have that one on Ticket TV. Got 2 football games next Friday night. Hamden at Herman, the other football game.
Class C is big this year.
Indeed. Wall over the middle, has his man, first down, Witches. That is Muncie on the receiving end.
11, Brody Muncie.
Right on the money from Eli Wall. Perfect timing.
Yeah, a little tight end action. Looked like Gronk there going over the middle. Nice play there. First down for the Witches on the third completion of the game for Eli Wall, the longest one there. Gain of 15.
Ball at the 43 now of Brewer.
They do have to find ways to kind of expand the offense. Now there's one example of it right there.
Well designed, well executed. And not much there for the Witches as they go back to the ground game. Caleb Smith, junior with a carry. Picks up a couple. Second down and 8 for Brewer from their own 45. Tonight's ball game brought to you in part by AM Construction and Roofing. Protect your home from the top down with AM Construction and Roofing, serving Bangor, Machias, Ellsworth, Augusta, and beyond. Past customers earn $100 for referrals, and right now you can save $500 on any roofing project until the end of the year. Call 551-6235 today for your free quote. Which is looking for some momentum. Down by just 6. And
Carry on the play by Caleb Smith.
a little seam there on that right side. Caleb Smith darted through it. Just enough. Getting to the second level there.
4-yard gain. Brewer just coming off its second first down of the game here, looking to pick up a third here on 3rd and 4.
Tonight's ball game also brought to you by Doors Equipment Company, your local Kubota dealer. Doors can help you with all of your equipment needs. Visit doorsequipment.com. 3rd and 4 for Brewer. Wall from the shotgun. Good snap. Fires. Completion. First down, Brewer.
Pass complete from Eli Wall to Brandon Rivera.
Brandon Rivera
Brought down on the play
on the receiving end of that pass from Eli Wall.
Yeah, quick slant pattern there.
Strike.
Beyond the markers for the first down. 2 of 2 here for Wall in the second half so far through the air.
Say strike. We saw Eli on the hill for the Witches a little bit last year.
Had 14 yards passing in the first half, already with 22 here in the third quarter.
Back to the run. And pretty good job there, taking it down inside the 40.
Brought down on the play by Tristan
Smith
Brown.
has been busy. Bragg Willette coming back into the ball game. Caleb Smith will head to the sideline for Brewer.
Good lead block there by Jacoby
Freeman,
number 27 there, to spring Smith, his third carry.
Gets a pat on the helmet from Dennis Kaya, one of the Brewer assistants for Coach Fred Lauer. Second down and 6. Opening drive of the second half. Tight one here tonight between the Witches and the Warriors. Wall has time, and this pass is going to be off the fingertips of Muncie.
Intended for Brody Muncie. Incomplete.
At Hillside Athletics, they are passionate about sports and feature cutting-edge equipment to help you better your game. Visit hillsideathletics.com for a full list of equipment, services, and training packages.
36 yards so far on this drive to open the third quarter after just 40 total yards in the first half for Brewer, so figured some things out. Got Smith involved in the ground game. He's had 3 carries for 10 yards, and then the 2 passes for 22 for Wall.
Game about an hour and 15 minutes old at this point. 7:46 on the clock in the third quarter. And Red Lauer not feeling real good about things right there. We'll call the timeout. First in the second half for Brewer. All right, we're going to keep you connected to Doyle Fields. 6-0 Nokomis. Time for a pitcher-in-pitcher break here on Ticket TV. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark will be back with you shortly. This is high school football on Ticket TV.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. DeansDetailing.com.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Back here at Doyle, Muncie gets the call coming from the left side. Got the handoff from Eli Wall. Blockers in front. And another first down for Brewer.
Yeah, good decision by Muncie on when to cut this up. Headed wide to the right, suddenly cut inside. Picked up the yardage he needed for the first down. Picked up 7 on that play.
Ball now at the Nokomis 31. Just trying to get even in this one. Eli Wall calmly surveying the situation. Jackson Bragg-Willette to his right. Muncie in motion. And we got a flag here, and I think it's going to go against the Witches. Pass is...
For a pass complete.
Complete.
From Eli Wall to Brandon Rivera. Flag on the play.
Rivera with the reception. Legal procedure there is going to go against
the Witches.
So that'll wipe out that pass completion.
Second penalty of the game against Brewer, both 5-yarders. I'll put the Witches in first and 15.
Tell you about the local shows on Maine Sports Leader, 92.9 The Ticket. Start your day the roast way from 6 to 8 a.m. each weekday on the Ticket.
By the Witches.
There's the roast crew right there. Brian Sullivan, Tyler Cruz, Greg Hirsch, Matt Cunha. And the Drive clan right there. Ernie Clark on the left. Some tall guy there next to him. Aaron Jackson and Mark Paulette. Not quite as happy as that morning crew. I mean, we should be happier. We're not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Mark Paulette not taking his hat off indoors.
No. Long pass downfield. Oh! Just overshot the receiver intended for Rivera. Not a bad offer there from Eli Wall.
No, not at all. It's a little bit overthrown there, but...
there's a look from field level.
Yeah, Rivera kind of ran into the defensive back, met at about the 10-yard line. That was Michael Lawler, the defensive back, a sophomore for Nokomis with pretty good coverage.
Not sure Rivera picked up the ball immediately there. If he had just turned his body to his right, more towards that back shoulder.
Was a little bit beyond him.
Yeah. All right, 2nd down and 15. Wall again thinking pass, and that one is deflected, but it's going to be caught. Not going to result in much. May result in a loss. Now they're going to say forward progress. Back to the 2nd and 15 line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 3rd and 15.
Grady Cameron with the catch. That was number 11 for Nokomis. Once again in on the defense, Jacob Lawler, who got a piece of Wall's arm and changed the flight of that pass, but Brewer able to make something out of it.
Jacoby Freeman back into the ball game. Grady Cameron checks out for Brewer.
Just a 1-yard gain.
5.5 left to go in the 3rd. All kinds of time left in this one. Not much scoring, just the 1 touchdown for Nokomis in the 2nd quarter. 75-yard touchdown run for Seth Bowden, and there is a sack for Nokomis.
Sack on the play by Noah Parker.
Noah Parker with the sack there. Just a sophomore.
Sophomore linebacker got in there quick. Not a lot of time as Wall tried to throw from the pocket and it evaporated quickly. And that 5-yard penalty didn't seem like a lot at the time, but it kind of changed the flow of this drive certainly. And now Brewer finds itself in 4th and long from the 41.
Witches are going to keep the offense out there in Nokomis territory.
First sack of the game by either team.
Bragg-Willette is going to do some blocking here. Wall rolling to his right, running out of time, just heaves it up there. And it's knocked down. Good, smart play there by the defender there for Nokomis, just knocking the football down, because if he catches it and gets tackled, it's going to be like a punt for Brewer. Jeff Carr, the senior defensive back, with a very intelligent play there.
Well, and the other key to that, too, is he didn't hit the receiver, so you have to worry about committing some interference there. And just good job by Carr. And just
because I want to use the telestrator. I just
you want to
point
see
out
that?
those socks.
I believe that's number 60, by the way. That is.
It is.
That is Caden Nickerson, a senior offensive lineman and linebacker.
All right, football at the 41 of Nokomis. Bowden got hit behind the line of scrimmage, and he turns nothing into plenty. Up across the 45 to the 46. 5-yard pickup there for Seth.
He got some good rest there after his busy first half as Ross carried the ball for the most part on the final series of the first half, and we're 2/3 of the way through the third quarter here, and that's his first carry of the second half. I mentioned 9 carries, 115 yards for the senior in the first 2 quarters, including that 75-yard touchdown run.
2nd and 5 here for the Warriors. Back to the well again with Seth Bowden.
Carry on the play by Seth Bowden.
Looks
brought down by
like
Morgan
he's going to be
Judkins and Carter
marked
Smith.
down at midfield, so it would be about a yard shy of the line to gain. 3rd and 1 here for Nokomis.
I suspect this is 2-down territory for the Warriors, just with the confidence they have in their ground game.
It's like we're watching the game on a new field here in Brewer, Ernie, with these lights. It's really
between the light, and also I should say the field itself is in incredible shape considering how dry it's been. Well, it's going to be 4th down as the quarterback.
Keeper play by Gabe Layton.
Kept it.
And he's got the first down,
Stopped
I
by
believe, based upon the
initial
official on the near side. So the Warriors will pick up the first down, ball at the Brewer 48. Tonight's game brought to you by the Fitch Company, where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Visit them at fitchcompany.com. 6-0 Nokomis. Tell you what, if Nokomis scores next, it's going to seem like it's 30-0. Bowden, right knee went down at the 42. It's a 6-yard gain there for the big running back.
Tripped up by Brady Cameron.
Both defenses have played well here tonight. So far, just one giant play in this one. 75-yard touchdown run by Seth Bowden in the second quarter. That is all of the scoring. 1:53 left to go in the third quarter. Layton gives to Bowden. Started right, veered left. He's got the first down into the Brewer secondary. Still going. Breaks another tackle, and Bowden into the end zone. His second touchdown of the night. First run for a TD was 75 yards. This one for 42. And the Nokomis Warriors have doubled up their score. It's now 12-0.
So how many tackles do you suppose he broke on that run?
At least
half
4.
a dozen. Really, I mean, just that leg strength.
Here we go. Let's count them.
Oh, boy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, sort of.
Ankle attempt there. 4.5.
Yeah.
All right, now the Warriors going for 2. And it's going to be Bowden, and he's in. 2-point conversion is good for Nokomis, and just like that, they lead at 14-0.
Boy, that's a tough
turn
of events there with that 5-yard penalty, really setting Brewer back on its best drive of the night. They wound up giving the ball up on downs, and it took Bowden and Nokomis 5 plays to go 59 yards
with a 7 p.m. kickoff
and more than double their lead.
And this is not earth-shattering, but that ground game of Nokomis just coming at you play after play after play, maybe wearing down that Brewer defense a little bit.
I'm not trying to fool anybody. I mean, again, you look at their stats coming into the game. They had thrown 6 passes, and they had rushed the rest of the time and averaged 6 yards a carry. So they had been successful running the football, and they're at it again tonight. 158 yards in the first half. Total up now to 217 yards on the ground on 27 carries.
Not a bad showing from
Pretty good average.
fans from the Newport area across the way.
And the team, too.
Yes. Good showing by them as well.
I saw that in the graphic there.
All right, fielded at the 15. Good return here for Brewer, all the way up to the 39-yard line.
Return by number 10, Cooper Charette.
Cooper Charette shown some flashes here tonight.
Yeah, that's a nice return there. 24 yards out to the 39 of the Witches. And
got a Nokomis player down around the 35, so the training staff will come out.
Looks like a
intend to. Player can't pick up the number as of yet. It's going to be Brewer football.
Cramping, maybe?
Pretty good field position here for the Witches, trailing by 14 now with 1:27 left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's a cramp.
Good news, bad news. It's only a cramp, but those things can be very painful.
Hurts like heck, yeah.
Our ball game this evening from Brewer brought to you in part by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan. Route 1 in Hancock and at Tony'sFairwayAuto.com. Also brought to you by Tim's Plumbing, where service is their specialty for all of your plumbing needs. It's Tim's Plumbing. Call them at 735-4969 or visit timsplumbingmaine.com. You get the Coastal Auto Parts scoreboard. See if we have any other scores flashing up on the screen.
Bowden up to 172 rushing yards on 13 carries, by the way. That was Kobe Almeida, number 2, who's been pretty active defensively for the Warriors, and he's walking off the field now.
Brewer takes over. 1st and 10 from their own 39.
All right, big possession here for Brewer. They need points. Down by 14, which is yet to put anything up on the scoreboard here tonight. Won 19-0 in their season opener at Belfast. And again on the road, 22-16 victory over Hamden. Here's Bragg Willett. Launches forward for a couple. We were promised from the trailer we're going to have some scores coming up on that scoreboard very shortly.
Latrell Jefferson playing in the middle linebacker in that 4-3 defense, met Bragg Willett at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him 2 on the play.
Our game tonight also brought to you by the Farmer's Table for homestyle cooking. Just like Mom makes, it's the Farmer's Table, 15 Stetson Road in Corinna. 2nd and 8 for Brewer. Inside handoff, Bragg Willett searching, now bounces it to the outside. He's got the first down and more as he is wrangled down along the far sideline.
Knocked out of bounds by number 10, Stephen Ross.
Taken out at the 45 of Nokomis.
Nice job there, reading the play and getting to the outside. It wasn't, there was pursuit coming from the inside in the form of Bowden and Ross, but Bragg Willett suddenly shifted back outside and picked up another 8 or 10 yards for that first down inside Nokomis territory.
It just had a good opening drive in the second half going, but it stalled out. This one off to a pretty good start as well. This time Bragg Willett working the left side, leans forward.
Bragg Willett. Brought down by Jeff Carr.
That last 14-yard gain, the biggest gain of the night for the Witches on the ground, and Bragg Willett follows that up with about 4 yards on first down.
Ball down at the Nokomis 42.
Make it 3.
And we are done here in the third quarter. Nokomis scores 8 points in quarter number
After
3
three
after
quarters,
scoring
the
6 in
score
the first half.
remains
They lead Brewer
14,
14-0.
0.
Be right back here at Doyle Field. This is high school football on Ticket TV.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
My name's Mia, and McDonald's is helping me earn my degree. Through Archways to Opportunity, I can work and take college classes while receiving help with tuition payments. It's more than a job, it's my future. Apply today.
We are back. Brewer cheerleaders entertaining the fans here at Doyle Fields. Looking for an orange and black attack here in this fourth quarter. Their team trailing 14-0. Eli Wall downfield and a misfire there.
Pass intended for Cooper Charette. Ball's incomplete.
Take another look at it here on this 2nd down and 7 situation.
Gets enough time. Just overthrows the receiver. Pretty decent coverage back there by Nokomis. Number 5, Jeff Carr, playing that cornerback to the near side here. 3rd down now for the Witches.
The orange and black. Tight formation here for the Witches. Wall.
Oh.
And the Warriors had that one sniffed out. That's going to result in a loss for Brewer, about a 1-yard loss, I think, with forward progress.
By Grady Cameron.
Cameron the carry there for Brewer.
Yeah, it was Stephon Ross,
by Kobe Almeida,
who made the initial contact to slow it up and then got help from plenty of his teammates.
4th down for the Witches, 4th down and 8 now, 1-yard loss on that play. High school football on Ticket TV, brought to you in part by Knowlton Automotive, a full-service preventative maintenance and auto repair center. Family-owned and operated, Knowlton Automotive provides guaranteed service at a fair price at 3297 Broadway in Kenduskeag or at knowltonautomotive.net. Approaching the 11-minute mark here in the fourth quarter.
4 wide receivers here for this 4th down play.
Snap a little high. Wall flushed out of the pocket along the sideline, looking downfield. A lot of white jerseys down there. And the ball will fall to the turf after the deflection. And the Warriors will take over on downs.
Yeah, you're going to see Rivera for Brewer do Nokomis a favor here by knocking this ball away. Looks like Nokomis is going for the interception, and had they had that, they would have had the ball at the 22 instead. They get to start out 1st and 10 from the 43. So it'll be a 20-yard difference.
Well, if Brewer's going to have a chance in this game, they need to come up with a turnover or something here to.
Yeah, they really do. The problem is it's not like Nokomis are going to throw the football, to create an interception.
It's not going to be an interception.
And a return. Yeah, exactly.
Go for a fumble. This is Ross, and he's going nowhere.
Draw play to
Good
Stephen
penetration
Ross,
there by
the
number
Witches,
22 in orange, Carter Smith. He's just a sophomore linebacker for the Witches.
Yeah, he was right there to grab Ross's legs before he could get going, get both of them, and threw him down for no gain.
Tonight's game here in Brewer also brought to you by American-made home goods. Stop by AMHG Works at 36 Springer Drive in Bangor in the Rennie's Plaza to explore their incredible selection of USA-made products. AMHG Works, where American-made matters. Bowden
carry on the play
forges
by Seth
forward for 3. We get our scoreboard rolling here, Ernie.
Carter Smith.
And Jacoby leading Mesalonsky 27-21 in the
Good
third.
ball game there. Wells 12, Gardner 6 still at the half. Foxcroft 14, Old Town nothing. That score also at halftime. Herman 22, Oceanside 8 at the half. Mondomic Valley 26, Hamden 8. That in the third quarter.
Broncos get on the board.
Madison 40, MCI 16 in the second quarter. Madison looking for its second win in a row. Coming off a win over
John
Belfast
Baps
the other
over
night.
Mananocook.
Yeah, Baps 34, MA nothing at the half.
Bowden on the move. Late and rolling, and he will throw it, but he's going to throw it at the shoe tops of Stephon Ross. Ross had some room over there on that right side.
But boy, it just came out of the hand. Didn't want to let it go, it didn't look like.
Like one of my passes, Ernie. All right, so Bowden will be punting here, so the Witches will get the football back. It's 4th and a long 7 here for Nokomis.
I'm actually surprised they threw the ball there.
I am too.
If you don't throw the ball, it's 30 seconds off the clock. You're in front, 14-0, and comfortably in front, at least right now, until Brewer does something about it.
Element of surprise. Actually, they did surprise the Witches, I think, but
yes,
it's the bad pass. High punt from Bowden, Witches are going to back away from this one. Take a little bit of a Nokomis bounce there, down to the 16, and that's where the Witches offense will take over.
Ball is down at the Brewer 21. 1st and 10 Witches.
40-yard punt by Bowden, his best punt of the night.
Let's take a look at the recent results and upcoming schedules for these two teams. Start with the team from Newport, Nokomis Warriors. Well, that's the school profile.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about East Pond.
Yep. Well, you see the first two games of the season for the Warriors, the 32-12 loss at Wells, and then beat York 24-0. So they're working on the second straight shutout here with 9 minutes to go. Big test against Greeley next Saturday. Greeley, the defending 8-man large school state champion, but they've gone back to 11-man football and beat Leavitt last week, which is pretty good.
Here's Bragg Willett, straight up the gut, across the 25.
Jackson Bragg Willett on the carry. Brought down by
That's going to be
Almeida.
a first down. Indeed.
Yes, sir, right there.
10-yard pickup. Which is looking to make something happen quickly here. Time not on their side here in the fourth quarter. Hungry after the game, swing by the Back Alley Bar and Restaurant inside Family Fun Bowling Center, the back alley where good times roll and so do the bowling balls. Find them at 15 Hildreth Street, Bangor, online at backalleyrestaurant.com.
Jack Bragg Willett on the carry. Brought down by Jared Costa.
Bragg Willett picking up about 4 yards on that first down play. 2nd down and 6 here for Brewer. I was saying during the break, I love Doyle Fields, the atmosphere, the location right here in the heart of Brewer.
Right in downtown,
The
indeed.
new lights, the world-famous Brewer Auditorium up on the hill. They would just move those speakers. We'd be all
It's always
set.
something.
Always something to complain about. Incomplete
Brewer
pass.
Ball complete. 3rd down.
Tonight's game also brought to you by RT Electrical. From new construction to remodels, RT Electrical does it all. Owner Ryan Trebo is a licensed and fully insured master electrician, ready to take on your residential or commercial work, plus generators, lighting, and EV chargers. Like RT Electrical on Facebook. Give them a call at 694-1564 today. 3rd and 6 now for Brewer. Trying to keep hope alive in this one. Wall sets, fires, and is caught. Bouncing off the defender and heading upfield is Rivera. And the Witches in business in Nokomis territory. Good pass there from Eli Wall in traffic. Great catch by Rivera, and a good job holding on to that football.
Didn't see the number. I think somebody from Nokomis thought they were going to have a pick here, but it got there just a tick late. And there's Rivera with the catch. And the run after the catch to pick up some extra yards. And finally the guy that almost intercepted the pass, number 8 for Nokomis.
Yeah, Michael Lawler was the guy.
He's the one that made the tackle.
All right, Witches at the Nokomis 40, 7.5 left to go in the ball game. Here's the handoff to Bragg Willett. Breaking through that right side, still on his feet. Falls backward down to the 26. And some excitement in the home crowd.
Yeah, Brewer with some big plays here now. Gains of 10, that pass for 30 yards, and now Jackson Bragg-Willette picking up 14 on that play for another first down.
All right, 7 minutes left. Wall gives to Bragg-Willette. He bounces off a defender. He goes towards the end zone. He's in for the touchdown. Witches are on the board. 14-6. Fred Lauer says we're going for 2.
Well, suddenly Brewer's offense comes to life. Some good work by the offensive line there. As Brewer won the battle up the middle, and here goes Bragg-Willette. Barely touched, breaks the tackle there from Almeida, bowls him over, and then cuts to the outside for the final 10 yards into the end zone to get Brewer on the board. That's the 5th rushing touchdown of the season for Jackson Bragg-Willette. Nokomis player down.
Things have changed a bit here after that Brewer drive for 6. Plenty of time on the clock, 6:52. Got a Brewer player down, possibly with cramps. There was a Nokomis player down as well.
Jeff Carr for Nokomis getting up and walking off the field. Bragg-Willette up to 90 yards on 17 carries. 4 carries here in the second half. In the fourth quarter, excuse me. For 54 yards and a touchdown.
All right, which is going for 2 here. Trying to make it a 6-point ball game. See Dexter at Mount View game coming up on Saturday.
Yep. Down in Thorndike, I believe. Both those teams play day games, 2 of the few.
Wall with Bragg-Willette behind him. Lob one towards the end zone. It is caught. 2-point conversion is good. Muncie on the receiving end. The Witches are pumped. Their fans are pumped. Ernie, we got a ball game here in the fourth quarter.
That's a heck of a pass over the top. And
Precision.
Muncie does a nice job of getting both feet down.
Brewer 8.
The Brewer crowd is fired up, really, for the first time since the game started. Good reason
that
why.
That band is rocking.
Yeah, the bench is hopping.
Here's a look at the pep band there for the Witches.
Made that look relatively easy. That was 84-yard drive.
You know what? Win or lose, that shows you something right there.
It does.
Team down 14-0.
Yeah.
Late in the ball game. And
yeah. Brewer won just 1 game a year ago, and they've been kind of struggling here. That's why they're in Class C. And, with the 2 wins and struggles for 3 quarters tonight, you don't know which way it's going. But Brewer's responded pretty emphatically here with this 84-yard march to get them within a touchdown here late. They need to stop defensively now.
And this is a good opponent.
Yes, this is a real good test for them after wins over 2 teams that aren't expected to do all that well this year.
Almeida feels that one over his shoulder, tries to get to the 40. Witches have the football. Let's see. It's Brewer football. They take it away from Almeida. Let's take another look at that.
Witches take over.
Right there, the ball, Ernie,
that's
being taken out of the hands.
11. That's Muncie.
There he is. So, we said the Witches needed a turnover on their last defensive appearance.
Well,
they don't get it on the defense, but
no time expired.
Get it on the coverage. And they've got the ball at the Nokomis 35 with 6:41 left.
Yeah, with momentum. First turnover of the game for either team.
One-score game late in this one. Thanks for joining us here on Ticket TV. Bragg-Willette holding on to that football with two hands. He's going to be dropped for a loss.
By Jack Spragg.
Yeah, that's Steiner again for Nokomis.
Brought
He's
down
been
by
all over the
Jacob
place
Steiner.
here tonight. Tonight's game brought to you by Auto Radiator Services, serving the greater Bangor area for over 50 years for general maintenance, repairs, and specialty services like remote car starters. Call 942-4554. Stop by at 568 Hammond Street in Bangor. All right, Nokomis trying to hold off the Witches here in the fourth. Their defense digs in. Wall from the shotgun. That is Muncie in motion. High snap, bobble by Bragg-Willette. Tried to pick it up. He couldn't do it, but there's Eli Wall to fall on the football.
Recovered by Eli
And the Witches
Wall.
are going in the wrong direction.
They kind of got too close to each other there on the handoff, and Bragg-Willette tries to pick it up before he went down, and finally Wall just jumped in and dove on the football.
So the Witches have lost about 5 yards on the first two plays after the turnover on the kick return. 5:20 left to go. Good one here tonight in Brewer. Again, this Class C division, statewide division. It's going to be very interesting here in 2025, Ernie.
Already is.
Wall looking for time. Fires downfield. Who's got it? Oh! Carr just got a finger on it.
He didn't turn until very, very late.
Rivera had a shot.
But you're right, just the tip of the end of the hand there, the fingers.
It was that left hand he stuck up there at the last second. Yeah.
Yeah, just enough of it. Good play defensively there. Now it's 4th and 15.
Game of inches. Rivera was in position to catch that football.
That's well thrown by Wall there over the defender, albeit except for a fingertip.
Incomplete pass stops the clock.
4th down here.
Combs looking to apply some pressure here on Wall. It's coming. He has enough time. Ball is up, and it's going to be knocked free. Or was that?
Pass intended for Brody
Incomplete
Muncie.
pass.
Incomplete.
Again, it was Carr on the coverage. A couple of close calls.
Nokomis will take over 1st and 10.
So the Warriors take over on downs as they look to finish this one off against Brewer.
But you see what the threat of the pass does. You know, it changes the defense. You have to, it spreads it out. Creates opportunities for the run.
And oh, by the
And
way,
the
it's far more entertaining.
Oh, there you go, too.
If I could add that.
Yes, no question about that.
All right, Layton under center. And we got a flag down. And it's going to go against the Warriors. Want to look and feel your best at Mainstay Skincare? Dr. Shannon Allen blends medical precision with an artistic touch, helping you achieve natural, lasting results. Visit 12 Schumann Avenue, Suite 7 in Augusta, or online at mainstayskincare.com. Mainstay Skincare, where the science of beauty is perfected.
5-yard penalty.
1st and 15 now for the Warriors. 3rd penalty on the Warriors. Brewer with just 2, so clean game here for week 3. Again, just the 1 turnover.
Looking for trucks or heavy equipment? Hildreth Street Auto and Equipment, located at 2209 Route 2 in Herman, is your one-stop shop. From skid steers and bulldozers to dump trucks and excavators, buy, rent, or consign with confidence. Call 951-1514 or visit hildrethstreetauto.com today. Inside run, Bowden still going. There he goes. This could be number 3 on the night for Seth. It will be as he cruises into the end zone. And Nokomis tacks on 6 more. They lead it 20-8.
65 yards on the run. Once he gets into the secondary, I mean, he's strong enough to make his way through the line and the linebacking level, but he gets to the secondary and he's too fast.
Yeah, Witches were bringing it there as well.
They're
so
trying
once
to
he
make a
gets through
stop.
that front line.
Really didn't get hit much there, and then once he's gone, he's gone. 65 yards puts him well over 200 rushing yards for the game.
So these are the touchdowns here for Seth Bowden. 75, 40, 42, if my stylus will work, and 65.
Correct. There's 3 carries for 182 yards right there.
He's going to be stopped here, so the two-point conversion is no good.
The score is now Nokomis 20, Brewer 8.
So you got the stylus. I don't know if I could have done those numbers with my fingertips.
No, I don't think so. You're going to really need that stylus once we get to the end of October and it's
right.
Hands are frozen and we're wearing gloves.
Look kind of like that.
172.
All right.
14 for 237 unofficially for Bowden with the 3 scores.
Nokomis feeling much better about things. Looks like the Witches might
well, they had
have a chance to get at least even after that turnover on the kickoff return.
They had that chance. They had that chance.
Shot from our field cam, Kim Mitchell on that camera down on the field. He's done a great job here tonight. Yep. Matt Cunha on main cam. Marcus Caesar off to our right amongst the Brewer fans, and Sydney Hurst working the camera to our left. Great job by our crew here tonight. Of course, Max Pottle, Jay Baines. In the cozy confines of the Ticket TV trailer. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark here in the Ken Prone press box. A turn here for the Witches. That is Charette.
Kickoff by
across
Seth
the
Bowden.
30.
Returned by Cooper Charette.
I saw Coach Perone
Tackle on
at
the play
the Brewer
by
Hall of
Maddox
Fame ceremony
Hawthorne.
on Saturday. Looking spry.
Was it a team that got inducted?
I think it's one of his players, one of
Okay.
his former players. Well, that's right. Max telling us, Max was there producing the live stream, and Ken Perone was a baseball coach as well, and the 69 and 70 Brewer baseball teams, I think, were honored, and that could have been the case, Max. Thank you for that.
We'll see. Brewer's got to throw the football now.
Wall firing downfield. And Brewer wanted interference there against Seth Bowden. No call.
Brewer pass falls incomplete.
Tell you what, Brewer, if they can fine-tune this passing game just a little bit, Eli Wall, when he's missed here tonight, it hasn't been by a large margin, no.
Now we see his arm in baseball as an outfielder and a pitcher. I have to, because now they're in a position where they kind of have to throw somewhat deep, but I'd like to be able to mix the intermediate stuff.
Right. If they had one more back to complement Bragg Willett, that would be.
Somebody could go out in the out in the flat and catch a ball and get some yards after catch.
Bragg Willett the carry here. Dives forward.
Third carry by
to
Jax
the
Bragg Willett.
41.
Tackled on the play by Kobe Almeida.
Maybe just short of the first down. But the passing spreads out the defense so that Bragg Willett can gain yardage.
Tonight's game brought to you by Maniac Snack Shack and Sniffin' Snack. Burgers for you, biscuits for Bowser, because best friends snack together. Find both in Levant and on Facebook. Tasty treats for humans and hounds. That's Maniac Snack Shack and Sniffin' Snack.
Jax Bragg Willett on the carry. Tackled by number 6, Tristan Brown.
6-yard pickup there for Jackson Bragg Willett. Time running out on the Witches here tonight, though. 3:44 on the clock right now.
It's Bragg Willett unofficially at 100 yards on 21 carries.
Bragg Willett again.
Jax Bragg Willett
Runs
on the
into
carry.
big
Brought down
number
by
78
Gary
for
Iris.
Nokomis. That is Gary Iris, junior defensive lineman.
Boy, they're big up front.
Yeah.
Play a 4-man front, 3 linebackers, and 3 in the secondary.
Clock ticking towards the 3-minute mark. Ball to the air, and it's going to be picked off by guess who? Seth Bowden with the interception. He'll run out of bounds at the 49-yard line of Nokomis.
Nokomis takes over 1st and 10.
And that will seal the deal here tonight for the Warriors. They're going to improve to 2-1.
Yeah.
Witches will fall to 2-1.
Watch the hands here by Bowden. Had to reach back quite a ways to get it. Yeah, that's a. You can see that's his basketball hands coming into play there. He runs out of bounds.
From Friday Night Lights to the roar of the soccer crowd, Sweet Frog is your go-to game day treat. Stop by at 878B Stillwater Avenue in Bangor and pile on the fun with froyo and ice cream and all of your favorite toppings. Sweet Frog, where sports and sweets always win. This is...
Oh, he's gone.
Ross with a carry, and he is going to take it all the way into the end zone.
Carry on the play by Stephen Ross results in a Nokomis touchdown.
51-yard touchdown run. 4 giant plays offensively in this game for Nokomis. Looked like they had Ross hemmed in, sliding down that line, and took off.
They had him running east and west, which is what you want to do with him. But he shows speed, too, once he gets out into the open around the corner.
So the score isn't going to look pretty when all is said and done in this one. It was a 6-point game just a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, I mean, Nokomis has really taken advantage of these changes in possession.
Yeah, and always you got to credit that offensive line. One of the same players on the defensive line.
First touchdown came 2 plays after the inadvertent whistle and a punt. Touchdowns in the second half also come quickly.
2-point conversion good. Tristan Brown, a freshman running back, getting the pitch.
The score is now Nokomis 28, Brewer 8.
So a strong finish here tonight for Nokomis.
Don't forget the Brewer football
giving the Warriors a battle here late in this one, but
next Friday
too
night,
much
1
Seth
week from
Bowden.
today, 7 p.m. start.
Stephen
against
Ross
the
as
Gardner
well
Tigers.
with a long touchdown run.
Yep, 4 touchdowns all on the ground. Over 300 yards of rushing.
For over 40 years, Union Street Towing has been serving the greater Bangor area. They feature tow trucks, flatbed towing, recovery services, and roadside services such as lockouts and jump starts. Fully licensed and insured. Call Union Street Towing at 942-4200.
335 yards rushing unofficially for the Warriors, and most of them on those 4 touchdown runs of. Threw the ball 3 times in the first half, and maybe once here in the second half.
Middle of the 5th in Tampa Bay, and the Rays leading the Red Sox 3-2. Brewer will start this drive at their own
kickoff by Seth
47.
Bowden. Recovered by Brewers number 55. Aiden Bachelor.
Got a craving? Sweet Cheeks 24-hour bakery has you covered. Now open in Holden, Verona Island, Ellsworth, and their newest location in Newport, home of the Warriors. And coming soon to Bucksport. From cookies to cupcakes, pies to pastries, your favorites are always ready. Visit sweetcheeksbakes.com or find them on Facebook. Wall complete. This is Cooper Charette. He'll be hauled down out of bounds.
Pass is complete from Eli Wall to Cooper Charette. Pushed out of bounds.
To the 41 of
Gabe
Nokomis.
Valier.
12-yard gain there.
Support your local student athletes this fall with Hannaford of Bucksport. They are proud to cheer on your community's teams and help make their season a success. Hannaford, proud to be part of our community. First and 10 for the Witches. This is Caleb Smith. Back into the ball game, lost the football. Wall for the second time tonight. Johnny on the spot.
Carry on the play by Caleb Smith. Fumble recovered by Eli Wall.
Is your car living in the 90s? Upgrade to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, I should say, with Mainly Audio. Visit them at 191 Beachland Road in Ellsworth or call 667-9777 because your car deserves a smart upgrade, not just fuzzy dice. That's Mainly Audio in Ellsworth. Rivera with the catch, hit immediately by
Pass complete
Seth
from
Bowden.
Eli Wall to Brandon Rivera. Tackle by Seth Bowden.
Touchdown runs of 75, 42, 65, and 51 for Nokomis.
Not necessarily a big play offense by design, but
just keep taking shots.
Yeah.
Just keep
Brewer
going.
pass incomplete.
Incomplete pass there.
Brings up fourth down for Brewer.
Stay tuned after the ball game for the McDonald's post-game show. Brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. We'll have game highlights. Ernie will give us the game recap. We'll announce our play of the game. Our player of the game. Here's a pass downfield. Charette battling with a Warrior. And the pass will fall to the
Pass
turf.
intended for Cooper Charette. Falls incomplete.
Gabe Valier back there to defend, a sophomore defensive back. And that
Nokomis
likely is the
takes over on
final
downs.
offensive play for the Witches here tonight. Want to remind you of our Ticket TV philosophy.
Indeed.
We keep it very simple, Ernie.
Very simple, but we hope it's very meaningful. Free, which is
That's
always
meaningful.
always a good thing. That's very meaningful.
Yes.
And you're seeing it live, free, and you may also go back and see it on demand for free.
So if you're watching it at 9:04 on Friday, September 19th, 2025, it is live, to be sure. But
Keeper play by Gabe Layton.
you're watching it in a
Group
couple of
tackle by the
hours
Witches.
on September 19th, maybe at 11:04 p.m. You'll be using the on-demand option.
That's fun.
More scores coming through. Fourth quarter score there.
That's a good ball game there. Skowhegan Messalonsky.
Wells 20, Gardner 6 in the fourth. Foxcroft leading Old Town 28-0. Herman having their way with Oceanside 29-8 in the fourth.
Got a little
victory formation here.
Yeah, we're going to have a movement on one of the right side of the line for Nokomis. Although they're going to call the penalty on
offside Brewer.
Offsides.
And Fred Lauer is going to
Brewer timeout.
use this as a teaching moment here late in the ball game.
Indeed.
Timeout for the Witches. Madomic Valley 26, Hamden 8 in the third quarter. Madison 40, MCI 22 in the third.
Yeah, that's
John
that one
Baps
wrong.
with another victory, 41-7. They improved to 3-0.
Yeah, they've been playing very well both sides of the line of scrimmage. Very much a veteran team under Dan O'Connell. MDI 22, Waterville 6, I believe it was. And Old Orchard Beach has come back on Stearns now to lead 26-20. And Orono and Holton in a shootout, 36-28. Camden Hills Ellsworth tomorrow.
Barbara
Tomorrow.
Thompson. Barbara Thompson.
That
Please see
should
this
do it.
Brewer police officer by the concession stand. Your
20
cell phone
seconds
has
left
been found.
to
Barbara Thompson.
come off the clock,
police
but the Nokomis
officer at the
Warriors are going to
concession
pick up a
stand
road
has your
win
phone.
here at Doyle Field in Brewer. Hard-fought contest, but the Warriors pick up win number 2 on the season against 1 loss, and the Brewer Witches will fall to 2-1.
Your final score this
We'll
evening,
take a break
the
right
Nokomis
here.
Warriors
Coming up
28,
next,
Brewer
the
Witches 8.
McDonald's
We thank you for
post-game
your
show on Ticket TV.
attendance. Please drive home safely. Don't forget your Witches are back in action 1 week from today. 7 p.m. Homecoming.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you, and with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities, and right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Nothing runs like a Deere.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia. You'll do better at Darling's.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
All right, welcome back to Doyle Field. This one has gone final, and it goes to the Nokomis Warriors. They make the short trip here to Brewer and take down the Witches by a final of 28-8. Those records should be updated there. 2-1, the record for Nokomis, also 2-1 for the Brewer Witches after the victory here tonight for the Warriors. Welcome back to Doyle Field in the Ken Perrone press box. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark on the scene here tonight along with our Ticket TV team. And this game, Ernie, was 14-8. Fairly late in the ballgame, midway through that fourth quarter, and the Witches had the big turnover on the kickoff return around the 40-yard line, maybe the 35 of Nokomis, but the game turned upside down for the Witches after that.
Yeah, Brewer got to within 14-8 with 6:52 left in the fourth quarter on the 26-yard run by Jackson Bragg Willette. And then Nokomis, Brody Muncie recovered a fumble on the ensuing kickoff that gave the Witches the ball back at the Nokomis 35 with 6:41 left. But the Witches went 4 and out actually. A couple incompletions ended that march. And then after an illegal procedure penalty on Nokomis, made it 1st and 15 from the Warriors 35. Seth Bowden goes the distance, 65 yards for a touchdown with 4:34 left. It was suddenly 20-8. Brewer gets a pass interception from Bowden or Nokomis gets a pass interception from Bowden on Brewer's next possession. And on the very first play after the interception, Stephon Ross goes 51 yards for the touchdown. So they had 2 touchdowns in just a couple of minutes there, and all of a sudden it went from 14-8 to 28-8, which is the final score.
Welcome into the post-game show, again brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. We appreciate their support in bringing you all the action here in the fall of high school soccer and high school football. And, of course, in the winter season, we got all kinds of basketball, a little hockey mixed in. And thanks again to your local family-owned McDonald's. And they want to remind you that extra value meals are officially back, as whether you love the Big Mac, crave the Quarter Pounder with cheese, or can't get enough McNuggets, there's a value meal for you. And again, Main Street, Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street in Brewer, your local family-owned McDonald's, the sponsor of the post-game show. And we'll kick off the post-game show with our game highlights, which are brought to you by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Here's Brewer with possession. Pass is intercepted, but there was an inadvertent whistle that prevented Kobe Almeida from potentially scoring a touchdown on the return. But not to worry, after a Brewer punt, well, this is that play once again, I think, but it wound up not counting for anything, except to maybe fire up the Warriors just a little bit, because Brewer was forced to punt, and Nokomis took over much deeper in its own territory at the 21, and here comes Seth Bowden going the other way. One play later, 75 yards, a 4-yard run on first down, and then Bowden on second down goes the distance for his first of 3 touchdowns on the evening. That came with 5:24 left in the first half.
2-point conversion, not good. Nice hit there by Jackson Bragg-Willette. Driving Stephon Ross out of bounds. Get that again.
6-0 at halftime, just 6-0 at halftime. Here's a nice pass to
Muncie.
Brody Muncie. And Brewer had its best drive of the game early in the second half, driving from his 26 inside Nokomis territory.
All right, here's
but got stopped, and here's Bowden on the first play after they gained possession after Brewer came up short on a 4th down play, and we decided he broke 4.5 tackles en route to a touchdown run of 42 yards to make it 14-0 after the 2-point conversion run by Bowden. And this was it, the conversion run there off left tackle to make it 14-0, entering the final moment. 1:32 left in the third quarter. Here's Jackson Bragg-Willette going around the corner for a nice gain there for the Witches. He finished with over 100 yards rushing. Here's Eli Wall. It's the high snap. Nice pass there.
Rivera.
That's Rivera. Brandon Rivera, senior, for a good gain. That was a 30-yard gain. This is Bragg-Willette once again.
Breaking some tackles of his own.
Yes, indeed. He says 2 can play that game. Gets the ball inside the 30, and here he is from the 26. He's going to break some more. 1, 2, and nobody else could catch him. 26 yards, and the Witches are on the board at 14-8 with 6:52 left in the fourth quarter. Nice pass to Muncie from Wall for the 2-point conversion, and it's a 6-point difference. And Brewer's right back in it. Watch this. Ball's going to come loose, get stripped, and it's Muncie who just caught the 2-point conversion, recovering the fumble for Brewer. And they've got the ball, at the 30 here, right
Couple
here.
Couple losses.
Yes. And Wall goes deep.
Oh, so close.
Third down. That was a third down play. Nice play there by Jeff Carr of Nokomis to tip it away. And Carr made another play on fourth down. And here comes Bowden again. First play, it was a penalty on Nokomis to push it back 5 yards to the 35. And Bowden says, 65 yards, that's a short run for me. And he'll take it for the touchdown. And the rush was failed on 2-point conversion, but it was 20-8 suddenly. And it went from being a 6-point game with Brewer threatening to Nokomis having a 2-score lead as Bowden is stopped on the 2-point conversion run there. And Brewer's
last gasp,
resorting to the pass here. And watch Bowden make this catch. See the hands as he had to reach back to make that catch and just decided to take it out of bounds. And Brewer's last gasp was the interception. But on the next play, I think we're going to see it here. Stephon Ross gets his chance, takes the ball inside and cuts it all the way to the outside, gets to the corner. A couple guys to beat. Looks like they ran into each other, and Ross was gone. 51 yards for the fourth long-distance touchdown run for Nokomis in the game. Tristan Brown, adds the 2-point rush. The freshman here takes the pitch and goes right for the 2-point conversion. And your final score is Nokomis 28 and Brewer 8.
Highlights again presented by Next Home Experience. Get Luke and get sold with Next Home Experience. Before we move on to the play of the game and the player of the game, just want to take a look again at the recent results and upcoming schedules here for Nokomis and Brewer, as the Warriors improved to 2-1 with the 28-8 victory here. Almost had another shutout. Would have made it two in a row.
Yes, right at the end would have been 2 in a row, but still pretty impressive defense over the last 2 games. That defense is going to be tested at home at Nokomis in Newport on Saturday the 27th as they host Greeley. I mentioned Greeley, the reigning 8-man large school state champion. They've gone back to 11-man football and off to a good start this season. Had a win over Leavitt last week in a shootout, so that'll be a challenging game. And then on the 3rd of October, it's back to Friday night football down in Rockland against the Oceanside Mariners.
And for the Brewer Witches, they are back here at Doyle Field next week. They'll be hosting the Gardner Tigers. We'll have that game on Ticket TV. We'll have 2 Friday night football games on Ticket TV coming up a week from tonight. We'll also be in Herman as the Hamden Academy Broncos take on the Herman Hawks. And then the Witches make the long trek down to the end of the state.
Play York. York is off to an 0-2 start. They've had a pretty tough schedule, including that loss to Nokomis, the 24-0.
Seems like everybody's got a tough schedule in Class C.
It really is. There aren't too many automatics in that division. There's 13 teams in it statewide, but something's got to give. It'll be a tough test for Brewer next Friday night here against Gardner. Gardner got off to a 2-0 start there, with trailing this evening by a couple of touchdowns to Wells, I believe, at game being played at Gardner. Don't know if we have a final on that yet, but that's the way it looks at this point. Both teams potentially going into that game with 2-1 records.
A replays all night long, presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth, because nothing runs like a Deere. And our coverage also presented by Darlings. Darlings in Bangor has you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models, or used of all makes. Visit darlings.com. See some of the traffic leaving Doyle Field.
Bangor defeats Lawrence 42-0. That's a good comeback victory for Bangor after losing down at Thornton Academy last week. Oxford Hills over Edward Little. Coney over Mount Blue. Coney remains undefeated. Skowhegan, that's still the tight game at 27-21. Anybody's game. Wells 20, Gardner 6. Was that a final? And, it looks like Messalonsky 33 and Skowhegan 28. So that's been a couple of late touchdowns by Mesolonsky. That's a final. Mesolonsky rallies to defeat Skowhegan. Foxcroft scores a win at home on homecoming weekend. Herman over Hamden Academy in the third quarter comfortably.
Madomic Valley over Hamden.
Excuse me. Yep. They're coming by fast. 40-32. Madison looking for its second straight win in the third quarter. Baps all over Madison Academy. That's a final. And we're now looking at games on Saturday.
All right, well, let's get to our play of the game here tonight. Plenty to choose from, Ernie, but
it really was.
One stood out.
Yeah, out of all those 4 touchdown runs, 3 of them were kind of, they get out in space and they were gone. Bowden twice and Ross once, but this one required, I don't think this is the one.
Yeah, I may have gave Max some bad information.
This is one that he breaks open because he was going in the other direction. He was going from our right to our left for that one.
It was the 42-yarder that he broke 4.5 tackles.
But it was Seth Bowden with the play of the game. This may be it right here, actually.
I think it is. There's one. There's two.
2, 3, 4.
And a half.
4.5. Got one arm on him. But anyways, that was the toughest run by far, and but nobody stopping Bowden on that. Again, his touchdown runs tonight were of 75, 42, and 65. That's the 42-yard run there to make it 14-8.
All right.
Or 14-0 at that point.
High school football on Ticket TV, also presented by the Furniture Gallery, a Maine family-owned company with locations in Augusta, Bangor, and Windham. And we're also presented by Eastern Maine Community College. At Eastern Maine Community College, every student has a story. Some are just beginning. Others are starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. Ernie, without further ado, our player of the game.
Well, it's a pretty easy call if you've seen the highlights here. Seth Bowden, 14 carries, 237 yards, touchdown runs of 75, 42, and 65, and only had 13 yards after the first quarter. So he kind of picked up the pace. Only carried the ball 3 times in the opening 12 minutes, but finished, again, 14 carries, 237 yards. Also had a pretty vintage defensive play there with the interception. Reached back with his hands to make the catch. That coming in the second half as well, as Nokomis had control of the game. Brewer got back in it. And then pretty emphatic ending by the Warriors, stopping Brewer from getting that equalizing touchdown and then popping off 2 more big touchdowns in the final 5 minutes, one by Stephon Ross and then following another one by Seth Bowden.
All right, congrats to Seth for being our player of the game here tonight. And now to the upcoming live events on Maine Sports Leader, 92.9 The Ticket. Got some Red Sox action tonight. Update, bottom of the 6th inning. Rays leading the Sox 3-2. Now, this was a Crochet night, right?
Yes.
Red Sox lose when Garrett Crochet pitches. He's gone 5 2/3, giving up 3 earned runs tonight. More Red Sox Rays action tomorrow night, pregame at 6:05. Sunday afternoon, we got some NFL football for you. The Bengals in Minnesota to take on the Vikings, and it's not really Sunday night baseball, but they're playing on Sunday night.
Yeah.
Red Sox and Rays there. All right, and our upcoming broadcast schedule here on Ticket TV looks like this. Busy day tomorrow, as we will be setting up at Cameron Stadium in Bangor for Camden Hills at Bangor Girls Soccer, 2:30 kickoff in that one. Then we'll be up at Victory Field for a double dip between the Ellsworth Eagles and the Old Town Coyotes. Girls game at 5, boys game at 6:30 or approximately 6:30 p.m. there. And then on Tuesday back to Cameron for some excellent girls soccer action. Brunswick, another talented team, taking on the Bangor Rams at 6 p.m. Now to thank our crew for their work here tonight at Doyle Field. A very well-lit Doyle Field, we will add once again. Our producer and director, Max Pottle, also gave us the graphics for tonight's contest. In the trailer with Max, it was Jay Baines serving as the assistant director and scoreboard operator, as we got that up and running at the half. Camera operators here tonight, Matt Cunha on main cam, Sydney Hurst, Marcus Caesar, and Kim Mitchell working the sidelines for us here tonight. And my broadcast partner, Ernie Clark. Safe travels back home, Ernie.
Thank you, sir.
We will see you soon. Jim Churchill saying good night from Brewer. Our final score, once again, the Nokomis Warriors 28, the Brewer Witches 8. This has been high school football on Ticket TV.
High School Sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darling's Auto Group. You'll do better at Darling's. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High School Sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Pucksport Hannaford, Mainly Audio, Maniac Snack Shack and Snip and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Down East Toyota, Husson University, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. High School Sports on Ticket TV is a production of Sportsnet